Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It's great to see you again. Today I want to talk the small camping fridge, or how they call it, car fridge. So for this video I received this unit for free. Try to make this review as honest as possible. What's my opinion, especially comparing to one of those bigger camping fridge I had recently. Link should be somewhere up here. I'm really excited to tell you what I think about. I had this unit probably for 3 months already, and I used it for camping, I used it for trips, I used it for just, having not enough space in the fridge, which looks ridiculous for this little small fridge, but there's so many things you can use it for. Let's dive in. I'll show you how it looks like. I'll tell you what I think is great about it, and I'll also tell you what I think might not be the best, and we'll have a summary at the end of the video as well. Vecys car refrigerator. I received this product as a review unit. Thanks for that. Try to give you my honest feedback on this one. Since you see there are a couple of scratches maybe here and there. I was using it the last couple of months. So here you can see the 18-liter car refrigerator with a display on the side. We have a latch on this side so we can open it and close it. What's pretty nice about this latch is that you actually can just have a soft close like this one, but then it's not closing all the way. You have to push it and then it clicks. Or you can just softly close it without noise. What else do you see is here air outlets for the compressor unit, which is in here, so you can feel that it's soaking air in and also pushing air out. So you should always have a little distance before you put gear right next to it, otherwise the compressor might overheat. This whole display is very nice to see what's going on in terms of temperature and also the voltage where your battery is at. Other than that, it's very sleek, it's small. You can, when you go there and you want to carry it, you can just lift it, and it's not too heavy. When it's empty like this one, you can see here's a little gap, and then there is the bigger compartment. It means that the compressor just takes up space here. Also very nice. Those hinges here are made of metal, pretty solid I feel like. What you can not really tell, it's vibrating a little bit because of the compressor is on right now. It has some rubber feet underneath, so I'll do that really quick. It has rubber feet underneath here, so here and here, so there's no vibration really going. As soon as I plug it in, you will hear some vibration, because right now it's laying on the side, so please don't do that, you don't want to. And then you can hear it maybe a little bit, maybe not sure. But what I can do, so you can hear it, don't want to do it too long because it's not good having laying on the back, but you can hear that it's vibrating. And with the rubber feet it really compensates that a lot. There's a little noise going on. It's not too crazy. It's really, I also slept with this unit in the same room while it was running. I was not really bothered by the noise because it was not too crazy loud. I felt like it was really on the quieter side. So on the side here you can see that we have the power plug. Then we have more air outlets for the compressor. We have the handle here, so you can just grab it and carry. When you carry it, you have to be careful when it's plugged in that you don't accidentally hit those buttons because they touch. Turn it around on the other side. It's pretty much the same. It has a handle here, nothing else here. So it's pretty straightforward. Let's talk about the display. So we have 4 buttons: arrow up, arrow down, settings, and turning the unit off. So when I press to turn it off, it takes a little bit, then it turns off the unit even though it's plugged in. When I want to turn it on, I have to do the same again. Press the button for a couple of seconds and it turns on. And then the compressor kicks in as soon as it needs it. So right now you see the M lighting up. To change that, which is for a battery protection basically, you hit this setting button for a couple of seconds. 3 seconds it looks like, and then you can change it with from high, medium and low. It's basically to protect your battery, but honestly I didn't find anything in the instructions which voltage it protects, so it's hard to say for me what's behind high, medium and low. That's something which would be nice to know. Other than that, next row we have the temperature. Right now it's set to Fahrenheit. This is the current temperature inside, and when I click or push one of those buttons, arrow up and down, I can change the set temperature which the unit should cool down to, and below you can find the temperature which the unit can reach maximum. And when you want to change it to Celsius, because that's what I had for majority of the time, you have to hold setting and the arrow up for 5 seconds. Now it's blinking. Now you have to use the arrow to change it to Celsius. So I'll do it now. I had a weird thing going on, which one is a disadvantage so far, but only when you change it during operation, I feel like. So right now it's set to -7 Celsius, which is like 20 degree Fahrenheit, I think, as much as you saw, and the current temperature is 70. Let's go back to Fahrenheit really quick. There it is, and 17 degree looks like 63 Fahrenheit, which is great. So let's see what we want to set it to. 19, let's set it to 20 degree Fahrenheit. Now it goes back to 63. So during recording this video, I really had issues from changing from Celsius to Fahrenheit, and then it just ended up from what we saw now with you know, setting it to -7 degree, and so changing to Fahrenheit back, and at one point it was just 104 degree Fahrenheit. There was some weird behavior, but it changed or adjusted the temperature back to the actual current temperature, but it took over a couple seconds, up to 1 or 2 minutes. I don't want to say it's wrong, but I think it's just something weird going on, or a weird setting inside, but it still works. So that's the only thing you have to remember, maybe, or maybe that's something which can be fixed. But other than that, that worked great. So below that we have the number of voltage. Right now it's connected to the power outlet in my garage, so it's the maximum possible, I guess, 14.5 volts. As soon as you connect it to a normal battery, which you can do actually. So you could just use one of those cables, which is for the cigarette lighter in your car. It comes with a cable which is nice and long. You could just plug it in and have it running over your car, or you just have a power bank maybe which uses normal power plugs, or you can also plug in the cigarette lighter, and then it would tell you more about your voltage of your battery. It does not differentiate between lead acid or lithium phosphate batteries and stuff like that, so it's something which you have to then adjust with the slow, medium, high, which I don't know what's behind that. And then we have below that a little battery sign, which would be pretty good, I guess, when you have connected just normal battery. I connected it to a big power bank, which was awesome to use. I'll show you that in the next video. And then we have here the maximum, which can also be changed to Eco, which you can change with the setting button. Maximum is just, I guess, that's what I understood, it's running and try to keep the temperature you set it to, compared to Echo, which would just kicks in like when there's a temperature difference between, I don't know, 4 or 5 degree maybe, and then it thinks, okay, I have to kick in again and make it cold again, which, you know, is okay. One thing you have to be aware of, this display stays on all the time. There is only one case when it turns off, and that's when the whole fridge is off. Other than that, it stays on. So that's something to keep in mind. Maybe you don't like light or LED or whatever. Oh, there we go. It changed to -40. That's what I'm talking about. No idea what's going on, but with Fahrenheit it does have issues. Anyways, the LED, the display stays on all the time, and it might be, you know, something you don't like. And now we have it again. Interesting. Something. So, oh, now it's to -40. Huh. Interesting enough. But let me check. I set it to 20 Fahrenheit. All right. I'm wondering what that is. Maybe that's a question for the manufacturer, not for me. So, I want to be honest, I had it set to Celsius the last month I used it, and I just changed it back to Celsius. -10 is it set to, and the current temperature is -7. You know, we're just below 32 degree Fahrenheit. But here it works without any issues. With Fahrenheit, it looks like it has more issues, so it was actually kind of the first couple times that I used in Fahrenheit, so that's a little concerning, I have to admit, because so far it was very nice and very handy, and I didn't have any issues with Celsius, but I feel like it has issues with Fahrenheit and setting it to it. At the beginning it looked like it's readjusting to the right temperature, but right now it was totally off with -40, which is ridiculously wrong. It changes the temperature, the current temperature, to -40. Alright, sorry guys, If you want to use Fahrenheit, don't get this unit, honestly. This is annoying. And I only did it a few times, so I don't know what's off with that. But it looks like the Fahrenheit is not right here, so sorry for that. So if you want it, use Celsius, guys. And I mean, it's not hard to translate, but up to you. Other than that, it's a nice unit. Works well. It takes the scratches and whatnot. It's not an issue at all. It doesn't damage the unit. So you saw it already during the video. I had some issues. I did not have this issue while I was using this fridge because I had it set to Celsius since I have a little European background. But since I changed it for this video, for this review, to Fahrenheit, I had quite a weird behaving unit, but I feel like it was still, I waited a couple minutes more. I didn't record everything, but I waited longer and waited until the temperature adjusted, and it did actually adjust again. But I think there's something wrong with the calculating when you switch from Celsius to Fahrenheit, and maybe you're not supposed to do that too many times, but I didn't read anything negative about it. So if you don't have any issues with that, I can highly recommend this fridge for camping, for small trips and stuff like that. That's amazing. If you plan and you just can't read Fahrenheit at all and don't want to mess with that, I don't know, it's up to you if you want to go that road. But I hope that helps you for finding a small unit maybe as well. And other than this little weird Fahrenheit and Celsius changing thing, there was nothing bad about it, for my opinion. Of course, some wheels would be awesome, but for this little tiny guy, it's not worth it. So thanks for watching. I hope it was helpful for you. See you next time. Tschüss!